evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Buddy Hield.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Shake and Bake in at the three. And for the Warriors, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Davis, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. And in the second game of a back-to-back, it must be hard to keep your energy up on consecutive nights.
Well, that's why we see so many coaches sit healthy players for the second game, but the NBA has done a great job over the past 4 or 5 seasons cutting back on back-to-back nights where games are scheduled. And the players spoke up, and the league listened.
And here are the Warriors now. The Bulls making their last shot. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside, Green. From outside, off the mark. Fires the three. Warriors with the rebound. Hield on the wing. He's guarded by White. A nice shot by Butler.
Butler attacking in close. Such a gifted scorer.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Shake and Bake. And the three-pointer goes. Shake and Bake's got 8. A quick start to the career of MP. Already at 2,000 points, Grant.
Yeah, MP is the fastest to 2,000 points in 40 years. Zion was on a similar path. So the future is so bright for him. Can't wait to see MP develop.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound. Maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Now, here's Green. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Curry. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
He buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Down low. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
Here's Shake and Bake. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And here's Butler outside. Counted from distance. Butler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Retaliation there as Butler's competitiveness flaring up as he answers from the arc.
Hey, he's been efficient and effective. He's already hit 6 buckets out of 8 looks.
Now here's Curry, coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by White. And so it's White with it, and he brings it up for Chicago. And with their last win, they tied that epic Lakers streak of 33 straight victories set back in 71 and 72. You have to wonder how long they can possibly keep this up.
Well, this squad has been on an unreal tear through the competition to this point. No question, this is going to end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks that we have ever seen. How far can these guys go? And what's going to be the factor in the game that ends this streak?
Connects again from distance.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in.
Even in his short time here in his rookie season, he's got that beautiful touch from deep, and that's not the only way he can score, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Knocks it down from distance.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And the new group getting ready for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Payton's checked in for Hield, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. 56 seconds left in the opening quarter. Looney passes to Butler to end the run. Collins with the rebound. Chicago leading by 15. Here's Shake and Bake. Offline with a three. Outside Payton. Pass to Butler. Over Herder. Butler can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Nails it from three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
From deep. The shot comes out. Digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Bulls. They lead by 18. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
On the court for Chicago, they've got Ayo Dosunmu. Trey Jones is out there with Kevin Herter. Then it's Smith, and it's Shake and Bake in at the three. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Shake and Bake in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 44 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Curry gets the bucket.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
To the inside. Outside Herter. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Shake and Bake. Dosunmu with it. No points yet. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Jackson. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Chicago Bulls.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass some cinnamon rolls. I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, Brett, as you know, finding success in the NBA is largely dependent on the situation.
BA, you're hitting the nail on the head. You can't get frustrated as a player, especially a young one that comes into the league and doesn't have an opportunity right away to play. You got to work on your skills, stay confident, and at some point when you get your opportunity, whether it's the team you're with or in a trade, you're going to have a chance to show that you belong in the league.
Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Giddey against Curry. Pass to Butler. All sorts of time. And it falls all over the rim and in. Butler's got 20.
And Butler giving you the full buffet of the things he can do.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Jackson Davis' screen. Hield from outside. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
To the right side. Lets it fly. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Outside, Green. Pass to Butler. Corner shot. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
And he comes up with a bucket. Shake and Bake's got 34.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. And so it's Golden State with it. 19-point game. Outside for Butler. Shot to stop the run. Chicago with a rebound.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
When folks talk about Herter, you hear a lot about his movement, Brent.
Well, one thing you have to be in this league as a great shooter is willing to move without the basketball. It puts a lot of pressure on your primary defender, but it can open up some lanes for your teammates. Kevin Herter and the lead skill working without the ball.
Drops in the 3. Hield's got 9 points.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Shake and Bake uses the glass on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 18.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Outside Hield. That 3's off the mark.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Another one falls. Amazing.
And hats off to him. I mean, he's got the longest 40-point streak in league history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge we've never seen before. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Butler. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around. I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Outside Kuminga to the paint. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
Here's shake and bake. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Warriors trail by 19. Inside. Outside for Butler. Takes a three. Again, the miss by Butler. Fires from way outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Chicago out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off-guard can make plays so valuable.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Then there's DeSumo, then it's Kobe White, and it's shake and bake in at the 2. Puts one up from 19. The bank shot, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Three-pointer. Kuminga pulls it in. Pajemski with it. DeSumo picks him up. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Chicago leading by 22. Launches a three, and good! There's another!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age. 12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And the Warriors call time here. Heels checked in for Peyton. Decide to talk it over. 1:39 left in the fourth.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
A 1:39 left in the fourth quarter here. And the Warriors with possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. They swipe it.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bulls.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shake and Bake.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry, beyond the arc. Chicago with a rebound. There's 31 seconds left, and again for three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Butler into the lane. To the middle. Outside for Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Healed, missing. Here's Shake and Bake. And again!
And with this tremendous night, he is tied for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
MP has been slinging 40s like it's nothing lately.